Our next restaurant is Peter Luger Steakhouse, the #1 rated steakhouse in New York City that's world famous for its dry-aged beef that's served on a hot, sizzling plate of butter. I've also brought along my friend Matt Stoney to help me eat. If you haven't seen him before, he is one of the best competitive eaters in the world. First, we're gonna check out their dry-age vault. This room we're entering right now is filled with over $1 million worth of dry-aged beef. And to remind anybody who doesn't understand, the entire point of dry aging like this is to develop lots and lots of flavor in beef. It smells like a weird cheese.
I've never smelled a smell like that before.
As we walk down this room, the meat is gonna get harder and harder because it's been aging longer. The meat just goes on forever. They just have tons and tons of meat hallways in here. Peek over the top. It's like the coolest view I've had in here.
I'm not that tall.
You want me to lift you up?
Sure.
Oh, it's beautiful. Some of these actually feel like a rock. I think I've torn my knuckle a little bit by just knocking that. I can push this as hard as I can with my hands and fingers. Nothing. Now the hardest part, picking the meat that we're gonna eat.
Dude, I eat hot dogs. I have no idea what I'm looking for here.
Ooh, look at these guys. That one is huge. Matt, I think I found our meat. Frank is a master butcher. He's gonna help us break this thing down. And he's gonna start by trimming off that outer bark since we can't eat that part. And then that right there is the first full steak being cut. Of all the pieces we just got, this is the biggest, nicest one. This is a porterhouse. But there's just one more quick step before cooking, which is to trim off some of that excess fat. Here's a good before and after look of trimming off that fat. Matt, be honest, in one sitting, how many of these do you think you could realistically eat?
That stack looks doable right there.
What? All right, time to cook this bad boy. They have these crazy ovens here. It's basically like a giant broiler. These are 1,000 degrees Celsius.
1,000?
And as you can see, they put a lot of very fine salt on the top of the steaks. The reason there's so much salt is it's only going on that top side. And then later, when they add the butter, it's gonna melt down with all that salt and create almost a sauce.
I've never seen steaks cook like this before. Like the flame is right there above it. It's oddly calm.
Oh, it's on fire. It's like making a s'more. Looks like it's time for a flip. Oh, nice.
Oh, baby, there we go.
Look at those bubbles on there. All of that really fine salt has dissolved across the steak. When it's almost done cooking, they're gonna slice the steak. And as a reminder, this is a porterhouse, so you get both that New York strip and the tenderloin here. But the very final step is to cook it a second time in some butter to give it some extra last-second flavor, and that way they can send the finished plate out to the dining room when it's still hot and sizzling. Matt, you wanna share or you want your own?
Is that a question?
This looks amazing. I think there's something about watching it be cooked that makes me hungrier.
It's like waiting in line at Disneyland or something, you know? It's like you see all the action, you get really excited.
I'm gonna go for a piece of the tenderloin first. I'm going for a little butter dip as well. Dude, the butter's insane.
That butter really good.
I can taste the dry age flavor.
And the crust is crazy. I don't think I've ever had a steak like this before. Usually there's some sort of a flavor. This is like the most pure salt, butter.
Well, that's the thing. The coolest part about the steakhouse to me is that the flavoring is all done in that dry age room downstairs. They don't need seasoning, but maybe they don't know about Osmo.